there is an indicator, right? In PFT case study that we created for make
Yes.
sure for all these PEP cases the indicator is populated as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that should be the first one actually.
Okay. Yeah. I'll include that as well now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here we assign the case using assign action. So from for the user with FEP entitlements to the user with FEP entitlements. Here it's a self-assigning. User will self-assign. And the second one is routing the cases from group queue to user queue using the drag and drop action. So here the supervisor with FEP entitlements routes a case from user queue to from his queue to the user queue, and it's a self-assigning. And the third one is say drag and drop FEP or PEP cases assigned to end users queue without to the user without FEP entitlements. So here the user will receive a pop-up that the cases cannot be routed to the selected person. And from fourth to seventh test case, it's the case is routing from group queue to user queue using the route action. So here, supervisor or admin with the FEP entitlements routing the case from person queue with the person queue. Sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, here the user supervisor will route the case from his queue to the person queue who has FEP entitlements using the route action. And here the supervisor in the fifth test case, here the supervisor with FEP entitlements routes the case from one person queue to the another person queue who has FEP entitlements from not his queue, from someone's queue to another person queue. And the sixth one is supervisor with FEP entitlements tries to route the case using route action to a end user without FEP entitlements. And here he receives a error message that the case cannot be routed to the selected person since the user does not have the FEP entitlements. And the seventh one is supervisor with FEP entitlements that when using the action route functionality, that FEP cases cannot be routed from one person to another person queue who does not have FEP entitlements, and he receives a error message that the case cannot be routed. And from 8th to 10th test case, it's the user will route the case from user queue to the from business queue to the user queue using the drag and drop functionality. So here the supervisor or admin with FEP entitlements uses drag and drop routing functionality to assign the case FEP or PEP case to the from one person to another person queue who has FEP entitlements. So initially he routes the case to one person, and from there he tries to route that case to the another person who has FEP entitlements. So both the persons here will have the FEP entitlements. And here the supervisor or admin with FEP entitlements uses the drag and drop routing functionality to route the case to an end user queue who does not have FEP entitlements. So when he's trying to do it, he gets an error message saying that the FEP case cannot be routed to the selected person. So here in this 10th test case, supervisor with FEP entitlements uses a drag and drop routing functionality to route the case, PEP case, from one person to another person who does not have FEP entitlements. Initially, he routes the case to one person who has FEP entitlements. From that person, he tries to route the case to the person who does not have FEP entitlements. So there he receives a pop-up message that the case cannot be routed since the selected person does not have FEP entitlements. And here user with FEP entitlements updates on local LOB entry exception case with the FEP or PEP member info. So when user with FEP entitlements updates a local LOBEE case with the PEP member and resubmits, the case will update as an FEP or PEP case and comes back with, so actually we need to check what eAPI error is. I forgot to delete this. Yeah, and the case routes back to the FEP group queue. So here users without FEP entitlements updates on non-FEP case with FEP member info. So here user without FEP entitlements when tries to update a non-FEP or PEP entry exception case, and based on the updates, the case becomes a PEP or FEP case, and the system will not allow the case to save and will give an error saying that user does not have access to selector secure data. And when the user resubmits the case, if the case receives an additional eAPI error, that the case routes to the correct FEP group queue, FEP or PEP group queue. Here in this test case, when the change in the user FEP entitlement, when case come back with a new eAPI error. So when the case comes back with new eAPI error, and if there is a change in the user's FEP entitlement, then the user with FEP entitlement can view the case, and user without FEP entitlement cannot view the case. And the 14th one is here the user without FEP entitlements can assign non-FEP or PEP cases using the case assignment functionality from group queue. And here we verify that a supervisor or admin with FEP entitlements can assign the non-FEP or PEP cases using the case assignment functionality to the supervisor or admin queue who has FEP entitlements. Here we can do a single select or multi-select. And this one, non-FEP or PEP cases route to the user queue with FEP entitlements. User with FEP entitlements, this is a regression test case. Here we verify for users with FEP entitlements that when using the action routing functionality, that non-FEP or PEP cases can be routed to the end user queue when the end user has FEP entitlements. And this one, non-FEP case route to the user queue without FEP entitlements. So supervisor with the FEP entitlements, it's a regression test case. So verify supervisor with FEP entitlements that when using the action routing functionality, that non-FEP or PEP cases can be routed to the end user's queue when the end user does not have FEP entitlements. And here in the test case 18, so here non-FEP or PEP cases drag and drop from from group queue to user queue with FEP entitlements. User with FEP entitlements. So for users with FEP entitlements, that when using the drag and drop routing functionality, that non-FEP or PEP cases can be routed to the end user's queue when the end user has FEP entitlements. So here drag and drop from person to person queue without FEP entitlements. So supervisor or admin with FEP entitlements. So here we verify the supervisor or admin with FEP entitlements that when using the drag and drop routing functionality, that non-FEP or PEP cases can be routed from one person to another person queue who does not have FEP entitlements. And from here, we have the test cases for work queue case search or case unassigned. So here for the active database work queue user with FEP security. So here we validate when a user with FEP security clicks on a work queue with FEP or PEP cases that the cases will be viewable. And here user without FEP security clicks on a work queue with the FEP or PEP cases, the cases will not be viewable. So it's a active database case search user with FEP security. So here we validate when a user with FEP security does a case search, he can view and has a result set with FEP or PEP cases. that the FEP or PEP cases are viewable. So it's the same thing, but user without FEP security, the cases cannot be viewable if the user does not have the FEP security. And this active database search unassigned user with the FEP security. So validate when a user with FEP security uses the search unassigned option and has a result set with the FEP or PEP cases, that the FEP or PEP cases are viewable. And here the same thing, search unassigned user without FEP security. So here when a user without FEP security uses the search unassigned option and has a result set with FEP or PEP cases, the cases will not be viewable. And here the active database PDSI case links, user with FEP security, case search, linked tab and available tab. So validate when a user with FEP security views a linked cases tab which contains FEP or PEP cases, that the cases are viewable. And validate when a user with FEP security uses the menu items PDSI link, including the available tab that has a result set with FEP or PEP cases, that the FEP or PEP cases are viewable. And when the user with the FEP or PEP security does a case search and has a result set with FEP or PEP cases, the cases are viewable. And it's the same PDSI case links, user without FEP security. So when a user without FEP security does a case search, with the FEP or PEP cases, the cases are not viewable. And it's the same thing for NIA case links, user with FEP security and without FEP security. And here is for the SAU case links with FEP security. And here SAU case links, user without FEP security. And active database linked cases tab in case search, case detail page, user with FEP security. So validate when a user with FEP security views a linked cases tab in case detail page which contains FEP or PEP cases, the cases are viewable. So, and user without FEP, if the user does not have FEP security, he cannot view the FEP or PEP cases. And this is for the archive database. So case search, user with FEP security, he can view the FEP or PEP cases, and without security, he cannot view. And linked cases tab in case detail page, user with FEP security. So he can view if he has a FEP security, and he cannot view if he doesn't have the FEP security. And here it's an active database work queue, user without FEP security. These are all regression test cases. So validate when a user without FEP security clicks on a work queue with non-FEP cases, that the non-FEP cases are viewable. And user without FEP security does a case search and has a result set with non-FEP or PEP cases, that the non-FEP case, FEP or PEP cases are viewable. And active database search unassigned, user without FEP security. So validate when a user without FEP security uses the search unassigned option and has a result set with non-FEP or PEP cases, the cases are viewable. And this is active database PDSI case links, user without FEP security. So validate when a user without FEP security views a linked cases tab which contains non-FEP or PEP cases, he can view those cases. And when he tries to use the menu items PDSI link, including the available tab that has a result set with FEP or PEP cases, those non-FEP or PEP cases are viewable. And here, when a user without FEP security does a case search and has a result set with non-FEP or PEP cases, that the non-FEP or PEP cases are viewable. It's the same thing for NIA case links, SIU case links for user without FEP security. So archive database, case search, user without FEP security. So validate that when a user without FEP security does a case search in the archive database and has a result set with non-FEP or PEP cases, that the non-FEP or PEP cases are viewable. And here for the linked cases tab in case detail page, user without FEP security. So when a user without FEP security views a linked cases tab in case detail page, which contains non-FEP or PEP cases in the archive database, those cases are viewable. And here it's a active database work queue. User can view non-FEP cases with the FEP security. So here we validate when a user with FEP security clicks on a work queue with non-FEP or PEP cases, that the non-FEP or PEP cases are viewable. And here in the active database case search, so user with FEP security does a case search with provider number and has a result set with non-FEP or PEP cases, that the non-FEP PEP cases are viewable. And here the active database PDSA, user can view non-FEP or PEP cases with FEP security. Case search, linked case tab, available tab. So here user with FEP security tries to view a case tab which contains non-FEP or PEP cases. Those cases will be viewable. And it's the same thing like when tries to view the menu items PDSA link, including available tab that has a result set with non-FEP or PEP cases, those are viewable. And when the user with FEP security does a case search and has a result set with FEP or PEP cases, the cases are viewable. And this is for the archive database case search. User can view non-FEP or PEP cases with FEP security. So here when user with FEP security does a case search in the archive database and has a result set with non-FEP or PEP cases, that non-FEP or PEP cases are viewable. And this is for the linked cases tab in case detail page. User can view non-FEP cases with FEP security. And here for the active database NIA case links, user can view non-FEP cases with FEP security. So case search, linked case, available tab, and everything. And here it's for the SIU cases. He can view non-FEP or PEP cases with FEP security at the case search, linked case tab, available tab. Active database team members queue, user with FEP security. Here when user with FEP security clicks on the team members queue with FEP or PEP cases, those cases are viewable. And active database team members queue, user without FEP security. Here so user without FEP security tries to click on the team members queue with FEP or PEP cases, the cases will not be viewable. And from here it's a get next and automate reroute for cases in non-FEP queues. So get next users with FEP or PEP entitlements. So get next validate for users with FEP entitlements that when using the get next functionality, that FEP or PEP cases will be brought into their queue. And the next test case is users without FEP entitlements. So validate for users without FEP entitlements that when using the get next functionality, the FEP or PEP cases will not be brought into their queue. So FEP case in individual queue without FEP entitlements. So here we validate that when a FEP or PEP case is determined to be in an individual queue where there are no FEP entitlements, the case is auto-routed out of the general FEP queue with a routing note which state auto reroute from source location to destination location. So from here it's a batch database change. So new attribute created on the PFT case table. So here we
are not creating new attribute.
Okay.
Jahnvi.
Oh yeah.
These
yes.
are copied from the existing previous user stories, right?
Okay.
So
yes.
we are not creating new one.
Okay. So FEP or PEP case indicator is set to Y for FEP LOB. Sorry, I have to change this. So here we verify that the FEP or PEP indicator is set to Y for when LOB is FEP or PEP for entry exception cases, and this is for health claim cases, tracking cases, and this is for IN cases. So here FEP or PEP case indicator is set to Y when LOB is null. So here we verify that FEP or PEP case indicator is set to Y when LOB is null, but claim starts with F for variance tracking case where claim is archived in diamond. So here after batch job runs, existing FEP or PEP EE cases indicator change to Y archive database. So here we verify.
This is not applicable because
Okay.
we don't have existing PEP case in the database, so this is not applicable.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing for,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So FEP or PEP cases set to Y for FEPLO existing cases. Okay. So maybe these are not
applicable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah. That's it, Swapna.
Those are not applicable.
Yeah. Yeah, these are the test cases I have, Swapna. Do I have to include anything in addition?
No, these are good.
Okay. Yeah.
Swapna, can we reduce the few more test cases?
Yes, that is what we talked, right?
Yeah.
But they already reduced a few of them. I thought they thought that maybe all the test cases needed. Yeah, we'll try to reduce the few more.
Positive scenarios you can test, Satya, but without FEP entitlements, you don't need to test each and every scenario because we did it for FEP, right? So
Yes.
same thing will apply.
Yeah, it's the same. Those are the same test cases. Swapna.
Yeah. So we don't need to test, each and every, positive and negative scenarios.
Okay.
Because everything is based on the indicator. If you validate the, in the PFT case table, if the indicator is populated correctly for all types of tracking case, for all types of cases, then there is less function. Everything is driven based on the indicator only. So if that is set correctly, remaining everything will work. But resubmit once you have to test.
Okay.
But without FEP entitlements, dragging, dropping, all those are not required because that and all, we already tested for FEP. So we don't need to test all those scenarios for PEP now.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll revisit the test cases and then we'll try to reduce that, whatever we can reduce that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Swapna, we have the 3 more user stories. One is the BPA and the other one is for the CIS reroute and the other one is for the BPA EE cases, EE automation. Those 3 user stories we'll review tomorrow.
Okay.
We don't have the time today, right? It's all right. 1:15.
Okay, just one quick update. I just received the templates from Tracy for the readmission letters, and I have added those to the user story. You might want to take a look at those.
Okay. Sure, Brent.
All right, thank you.
Well, thank you. Thanks for joining the call. Thank you.
All right, thank you, everyone. Thanks, bye.
Thank you.